Welcome to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center on the campus of IPFW for men's and women's NCAA basketball action. I'm Dan Gebhardt, along with Diana Small. We'll be calling the women's game tonight, which will feature the Tri-State Thunder against our IPFW Lady Dons. Di, what do we expect tonight? IPFW coming off a big tournament win at home last weekend, beating a 7-0 Mankato State. But in the back of their minds, thinking about the loss to Tri-State last year up there when we built quite a rivalry with them and we hate to lose to them.
Well, certainly we're thinking maybe a little bit of revenge in the back of our minds, losing at their place last year. I also like to put two good games back-to-back. Played very well against Mankato State last weekend. Very strong team coming in here, beating them on our home court. Let's just hope we can put two games back-to-back.
Well, I have to agree with you, and in fact, I've seen us play a couple times now at home, and I think we've played really hard and really well all of those times. So I think it's going to be important. We've already had the introduction of the Tri-State lineup. They will be starting a 5'8 freshman, number 34, Jennifer Rushton, at one of the forward spots. At the other forward spots, a 6'2 senior, Kim Brefka, number 32. At the center spot, they have a 6'2 junior, Carmen Ham, number 54. We'll also be starting at the two guards, 5'7 sophomore Jessica Montgomery, number 21, and 5'5 freshman Tracy Everidge, number 30. They've got a young lineup, one senior, two freshmen, a sophomore and junior in there. Right now they're 5 and 6. Di, what are they looking to do tonight?
I think right now they're looking to get their selves back on track, get themselves to 500 right now.
Yeah, we're just about ready for tip-off. There you see Don out in the middle of the floor. A little bit of a height advantage. Starting for IPFW is number 10, Michelle Conley, number 22, Dawn Dressler at the forwards, 44, Jenny Newhart, who was the MVP of the Rogers Diet Pepsi Invitational last week. At the center spot, Lindy Jones, number 32, and Barb Derry, number 21 at the guards. Barb Derry, a freshman, has been playing very, very well for IPFW. You talked about their desire and their hustle and just their whole attitude about the game is just a really nice thing to watch this year, Di.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Now Michelle Conley's going to jump center here with, looks like Brefka. I can't see her number.
Michelle had a very good tournament last weekend.
Tri-State controls the tip. Shots wide, rebounded by Derry. IPFW will look to get it up and down the floor, but it looks like Tri-State's going to try to apply a little three-quarter court pressure just to keep them from getting into their running game.
Michelle's taking a baseline, back out.
Both teams missed their first shot. Rebound by Ham.
Let's see what we got defensively here. Looks like we're in a little bit of a, almost a matchup zone.
Well, Tri-State's got those 6'2" players in there. They're going to, I'm sure, try to keep the ball away from them. In fact, it looks like Conley's really fronting Ham right now. Rebound to Newhart. Again, IPFW looking up the floor. Lindy Jones with the ball. Over to Dawn Dressler into Michelle Conley.
Nice move by Michelle. She scores.
She did a lot of that last week. In fact, I was commenting to someone after last Saturday's game that I would guess 90% of our shots came from within 15 feet of the basket. I don't believe we even attempted a three-pointer.
Yeah, I don't think we did either. It's really a compliment to your team when you can just push the ball inside at will.
Basket by number 32, Brefka. Ties the score, 2-2 here early. Tri-State putting a little full court pressure on. IPFW did a really nice job against Mankato State last week. Not getting hurried, taking their time, often with only 22 seconds left on the clock, but then they'd use the clock well after they got down across half court.
That's a real tribute to our ball handlers. Most of them, we've got young kids on our team as well, freshmen and Barb Derry.
Tri-State with the steal. Breakaway by number 30. Everidge, bucket. Again, IPFW taking about 10 seconds, but in the women's college game, there is no 10-second rule. Once you do cross half court, you cannot go back over, but you can take the full 30 seconds if you choose to get the ball across. Nice 15-footer by Dawn Dressler. I thought Dawn has played a real steady game all year this year.
It's interesting you say Steady. That's kind of a name she's acquired, Hetty Steady Dawn Dressler here with the coaching staff and their teammates as well.
Well, I also noticed that she had a wrap on her leg last week, and there's nothing on there, so either she's feeling better or she just decided it wasn't helping that much. So, reach-in foul by Barb Deary. First foul on either team. Tri-State will have the ball out of bounds underneath the basket.
Steal by Michelle Conley.
Well, Tri-State got the ball inside to one of those big girls, 6'2", Carmen Ham, but was able to attack from the backside and keep her from getting a shot off.
Michelle's really working hard to post up down there. Michelle's battling out with the board. She gets fouled.
Yeah, actually, I thought she got fouled on the shot earlier, but officials didn't call it, so she'll go shoot two. We'll see who the foul is on. Number 5'4", Carmen Ham with her first foul. Conley will be shooting two, I believe.
I think that second and third effort, getting the rebounds and putting them right back up, what Coach Kleinfelter might be looking for, Michelle Conley.
Well, I thought Michelle got a little bit of a slow start, and I think that's attributable to the fact that she decided to play women's volleyball this year in the fall sport.
Certainly a different kind of conditioning.
Well, and it didn't give her any chance to really work with this year's players prior to that, about November the 22nd or 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So she actually came into practice about a week late, and obviously these players pretty much play all year together. So, but she sinks two there, and I thought she really came into her own at the tournament last week. Played real well.
Yeah, she did.
Almost a steal by Lindy Jones. Tri-State will retain possession.
It's like Lindy's been picking her game up a little bit defensively this year. She's doing a real nice job hustling.
I want to come back to that point in a minute. We get a break in the action here. Remind me of that.
Okay.
IPFW with a little bit of its own four-court pressure. Tri-State gets it across. Nice help in the middle, though.
Down
They just got those two big kids posted up down low on either side.
Down to 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Lindy Jones with a rebound. 34 was shooting that three-pointer there. That's Rushton. Quick down the court to Dawn Dressler, but she misses. But Lindy Jones steps in, knocks it out of bounds. Call a reach-in foul on Lindy Jones, I believe. Her first.
A little bit too aggressive on that trap.
Yeah, I thought they had set it up real well. Let them cross that half-court line and had three defensive players there. And instead of using that line as a help, they just reached in. Oh, Carmen Ham really wants the ball inside there.
Like Jenny Newhart got a piece of that one. Back to IPFW.
Barb Derry with the ball breakaway, but pulls it back out to near half court with Lindy Jones. Corner to Michelle Conley, across court to Barb Derry. In the middle with Jenny Newhart. And I tell you what, she comes across and they aren't expecting her to shoot with that left hand, I don't think. And she puts it up there with that left hand and really makes an adjustment. Into the lineup for IPFW for the first time is number 14, Wendy Recker, a freshman out of Auburn, Indiana. Wendy, a cousin to Kim, I believe. Is that right, Di?
Yep, that's right.
Wendy was fighting some kind of back virus after coming back from the Texas tournament.
Looks like she's feeling better today.
Well, she's certainly in the game early. We didn't see much of her last weekend at all.
No, not at all.
Carmen Ham with a turnaround at the 15-foot line for two. Again, the pressure helps. Lindy Jones just going a little bit too fast, shuffles her foot. they list Rushton as a forward, but she does an awful lot of the ball handling. Actually, it's almost like a three-guard offense.
Uh-huh.
And they're the two big girls, number 32, Brefka with her second basket. They just played a little volleyball over the rim there. IPFW going to have to do a good job of boxing out, although IPFW is a fairly big ball club too. Linda Jones with a drive down the right. She gets fouled. In fact, I commented a week or so ago that this team reminded me of a couple of the big St. Joe teams that had come in here a few years ago. RPFW now playing that ball in the middle and being strong and fairly tall.
Yeah, it's nice to see the taller women on your own team instead of going in and facing them.
That's right. So Lindy Jones will shoot two. She makes the first point of the ball game. IPFW moves back out front 9-8. It's the second, 2-point lead. IPFW falls back.
Good defensive pressure by Lindy Jones with the steal. Nice step around.
Well, what I liked about it, she went all the way to the bucket. So many times you see young players, and I don't mean to imply that Lindy's a young, player. After you play 1 year at the college level, I think you do your growing up. But
Sure
she took
do.
it right to the basket instead of taking that 5-footer.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you there. Jenny gets another block.
Carmen Ham got good inside position, though. They're going to really have to work hard with Ham and Brefka, keeping those two out. Again, they tend to set that double low post on either side of the basket, and then when the shot goes up, both of them are there to just pivot inside.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we're getting caught standing and watching a little bit as the shot goes up instead of finding somebody and putting a body on them.
Good steal by Wendy Recker. Quick break, 3-on-2. Ahead to Michelle Conley. She takes it back out to Dawn Dressler. Dawn with a 15-footer off the side. Brefka rebounds. Montgomery up the court. Dressler with a near steal. Oh, Wendy Recker did a nice job boxing out, but she had two people. Montgomery gets the bucket.
So important that every person on the floor blocks out.
Well, that's a dangerous pass on Recker's part there. Nearly three-quarters court.
A lot of people in between that pass that weren't wearing white.
Short.
Nice body on someone by Michelle Conley.
Number 32 is going to get a reach-in foul. 32 is Brefka, her second, team second. Both teams have two. I only have, actually they show three on the board for IPFW, but I only show two, so I missed one someplace. Number 55 is into the lineup for Tri-State. That's Jennifer Stykes. Number 11 is in the lineup for Tri-State. That's Tammy Wolf. Number 50 is in the lineup, and we don't have a 50 in our lineup. In for IPFW was Pam Edwards at the timeout. She's been extremely productive on a per-minute scoring basis.
We got Barb Derry also back in the lineup.
You're right, missed that. Well, number 50s are
Nice drive by Lindy Jones. A lot of contact there. Fouls on number 55, Stykes. And that's her first. Lindy makes her first. And she finishes off for two.
Well, we've identified number 50 as Dee Reeder.
Nice to have a name to go with that player.
Sure is. IPFW leads 14-10 here, early in the ball game. 12 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first half. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out.
Michelle Conley really active on defense down there. Pam Edwards looking to do the same. 1 second on the shot clock. Good defense by IPFW.
And that's twice IPFW has worked really hard at the defensive end. The first time Tri-State got off a shot they didn't want to take. This time they didn't even get a shot off. So
that's right.
If IPFW can keep that kind of intensity up, I think it'll make a big difference in this ball game. Barbieri with the ball, brings it up, pulls it back. Back to Don Dressler. Back to Barbieri, across half-court line. Don Dressler with 2. Nice feed by Barbieri.
That was certainly not a freshman kind of pass.
Barb's really played well the last few games.
Yes, she has. I've played pickup ball with that girl at the Y, and she runs circles around some of the old Division I college players that play with us there.
Well, we got a 2-on-1 with Lindy Jones leading. She stops.
Good jump stop.
Misses. Michelle Conley following with the rebound. She's fouled.
Conley's getting really hungry on the boards. That's great to see out of her.
3-0 the foul. Everidge, her first. Team's fourth. Timeout, Tri-State. Score 16-10 with 11:22 to go in the first half. The College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including IPFW sports telecast. To receive your free Channel 6 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805, or call us at 481-6000. Again, I'm not sure there's any need to call a major timeout here. You think Tri-State just wants to talk about things the way things are going right now? That's the reason for the timeout?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with you. It's been pretty close here, back and forth.
IPFW has hit 6 free throws out of 6, and they've all been of the variety 2.
Could be they're going to talk about that shot clock going down, ticking away on them.
Well, actually, I'm not sure it's anything they're doing other than they're not really attacking the basket. IPFW is just really playing intensely underneath in the paint area.
Mm-hmm. Forcing them to pass it around the perimeter a little bit more than I think they'd like to.
Michelle Conley's going to shoot a 1-and-1. No, it must be 2. First one's good. Back in the lineup for Tri-State's number 34. Jennifer Rushton, and number 54, Carmen Ham. Michelle Conley will finish off the free shot.
Nice box out by Dawn Dressler. Looked like she was almost over the back on Dawn a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure how she even got that position. Dawn just really got a quick move. Oh, Lindy Jones just playing great defensive out in front. It's 2.
Is that about 3 breakaway layups for Lindy Jones this evening so far?
And 2 of those have come off of steals right out there in the front court.
Pam
Carmen
Edwards
Ham shooting out from 15, and I'm not sure they want her doing that.
Nice pin by Pam Edwards, step around move.
She needs to go to the basket stronger though. She's falling away with that shot. You're right, she got positioned really well there and took it right to the bucket, but she fell away instead of taking it right to the basket.
Yep. Nice hesitation move.
Looked like a good block to me, but the official's going to call Conley, it looks like. No, he doesn't. He calls it on Lindy Jones. Must have been reaching in from the side. That's Lindy's second.
Got Jenny Newhart back in the lineup for Pam Edwards.
And Wendy Recker in for Lindy Jones. Again, I'm 1 foul behind on each team. They're showing 4 on the scoreboard for IPFW. I'm only showing 3. And they're showing 5 for Tri-State, and I'm showing 4. And number 34, Jennifer Rushton shooting 2. She misses the first. second. But Carnahan there with the rebound. She gets the bucket.
That's a nice putback by number 54. So important to get a body on them, make it obvious that they come over your back.
Well, she did a nice job getting position. We didn't do
Yes,
a very
she
good
did.
job blocking out right there. She gets a shot. 3-point play. Makes it 19-13.
More pressure by Tri-State once again. Ooh, it looks like Jenny Newhart wide open down court.
Michelle Conley couldn't get it to her. Didn't see her in time, though, to get it to her. Winnie Recker with a nice drive and a pass inside, but too many people around, and Tri-State, Carmen Ham up with the ball. Gets it over to Everidge, who brings it up court.
Those post players really going at it on offense and defensive down low.
Both teams with some good, big inside players. Oh, nice block by Dawn Dressler.
Dawn's one of those players that does a lot of things that doesn't always show up on paper. Getting a little hand on the ball here or there.
Nice inside by Dawn Dressler to Jenny Newhart. Newhart with the basket.
Ooh, looks like an offensive foul on number 34.
And they call it.
Jennifer Rushton. Is that Barb Derry playing defensive on her that time?
Yes. Did
She's
a nice
rubbing
job.
her chest a little bit, looked like she did catch that elbow.
21, Jessica Montgomery back in the lineup, along with 32, Brefka back in the lineup for Tri-State. Again, Tri-State putting a lot of pressure on and not getting the ball. In fact, it backfires on them because Jenny Newhart gets an easy bucket.
Saw her that time. .32 with a nice strong move to the basket.
Doesn't get it, but she gets the rebound and gets fouled. Michelle Conley gets the foul. Both teams with 6, so both teams will be in the bonus after next foul. Right there we have it. Michelle Conley working hard, but she reaches around, which is fine, but she has that back on the shoulder, that hand on the shoulder, and that's where the officials get that.
Kim Recker into the lineup for Michelle Conley.
No, actually for Jenny Newhart.
Wondering if maybe fatigue might be a little bit of a factor with Michelle. Not used to playing all these minutes. She's been chalking up here last couple games.
On a 1-and-1, Carmen Ham misses. Wendy Recker bringing the ball to court. IPFW with a 10-point lead, 23-13 with 8:16 to go in the first half.
Nice look inside.
They're going to call Brefka with a foul. Kim Brefka.
Did she pick up her third?
There's one I missed, so that's her third. I only had her down for 2. So that's the one I missed. Number 55, Jennifer Stykes back into the lineup for Tri-State. Conley will shoot. 1-and-1. She gets it. She'll shoot the second. KFW has quietly moved ahead here. I looked up a minute ago and it was 6, and now it's up to 11.
Like Pam Edwards getting ready to check back in the lineup.
Good, you're right. I'll bring her in for Conley. Conley with 2.
Good job on Michelle Conley. Give her a little break here. Pam working hard defensively down below.
Oh, nice Nice spin move by Ham.
That was a very good spin move.
She does not get the bucket, and she fouls, I believe, going over the back. 5-4, she gets the foul. That's her second. And I believe Pam Edwards will shoot the one-on-one. If she makes these, I'm going to take credit for them. I've been coaching her on free throw shooting. So if she misses, it's her own fault.
Well, let's hope your coaching's paid off.
No, it did not. But they're going to call Dawn Dressler over the back. It's her first. Number 11, Tammy Wolf, back into the lineup. And IPFW takes a timeout. Di, quickly, I want to ask you, pressure early in the game is not necessarily intended to take the ball away. Is that correct? What's the purpose of pressing the whole game?
My philosophy would be like to get out there and get in their face and intimidate a little bit, and then as the game progresses, maybe wear them down. Try and get that early lead.
It's 25-13 with 7:51 left in the first half. Both teams are in the bonus. The IPFW men will take on Madonna College as the second half of this doubleheader tonight, so stay tuned. There's a lot of NCAA basketball here on Channel 6. Dice caught me back up with fouls. Dawn Dressler has 2, along with Michelle Conley and Lindy Jones for IPFW. Kim Brefka has 3 for Tri-State, and Carmen Ham has 2 for Tri-State. And actually, this half has moved along pretty quickly, I believe, even though we've had a number of fouls. Very few turnovers that have required the ball to be taken out of bounds with the clock stop. Rushton will shoot the one-and-one. She makes the first. It's her first point of the night.
Good position by the
Oh,
white
Wendy
team.
Recker had very good position.
I know that's something that Eileen likes to practice day in and day out, is rebounding. Dawn got a little bit of foul there when she put that ball up.
They call it jump ball with Pam Edwards and Rushton, and it'll be IPFW's ball and a change of possession. Yeah, I thought Dawn got bumped a little bit. I thought that was clearly a bucket.
Kick off of number 55 Stike's feet.
Jenny Newhart back in for Kim Recker.
Nice pass inside by Dawn Dressler to Jenny Newhart.
Again, I think Jenny coming across that way with the left hand just confuses defenses. Oh, overpass. Intercepted by Pam Edwards. Wendy Recker with the ball, bringing it up the court.
Nice rainbow pass to Dawn Dressler.
Jenny Newhart with the rebound. She puts it up
back.
for 2. She's leading the team in rebounds with a 7.0 average. And a lot of those are offensive. She just works really hard under the offensive board. Picks up a lot of junk points, as I like to call them. IPFW moving that lead out to 15. I actually thought Carmen Ham shuffled her feet.
I think you're right.
The officials didn't call it. She gets 2. Barb Derry with the ball, bringing it up the court. IPFW slowing the ball down a little bit. Dawn Dressler with a cut across the middle.
Nice pass by Jenny.
Boy, the forwards and the guards are looking to move that ball inside all the time, aren't they, Di?
Yeah, they certainly are. It's great to see them taking advantage of their own big girls.
And IPFW's defense at the half court is just intimidating right now. Tri-State is just really confused.
I don't know about that one.
But they're going to call it, and I believe that's going to be her third.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Dawn Dressler, first IPFW player with 3 fouls.
Got Amy Pistol Perkins into the lineup, number 12 for Dawn.
I believe they're going to give Rushton 2 shots. She hits the first.
Looks like the Lady Dons have got somewhat of a 3-guard lineup here at this point.
And it's an interesting 3-guard offense. They have 2 freshmen and a senior in there, along with senior Pam Edwards and sophomore Jenny Newhart. So again, IPFW with a young team on the floor.
Jenny Newhart wide open at the elbow. Nice left-handed jump shot.
I have to believe that MVP award last week is a real confidence builder for Jenny Newhart.
Oh, certainly it is.
A lot of bumping going around underneath there.
Jenny's working real hard on defense. Almost got to that one. Got a piece of it from behind.
Stykes almost got the ball, but Barb Derry steals it away from him, brings it up the court.
Coach Kleinfelter yelling for them to work it.
Pam Edwards with a pass to Derry. Good for 2.
It's great to see the confidence in Barb taking that jump shot.
Did we lose sound? Yes.
Yeah.
Timeout. Tri-State scores 35 to 18. IPFW with a 17-point lead here. And again, they haven't done it. There's nothing been spectacular. They've just been doing things that they need to do.
That's
lost it again.
We're dead with sound here. Tune in to Channel 6 Thursday evening at 6 o'clock to watch the Kentucky Wesleyan College Lady Panthers take on the IPFW Lady Dons. Then at 8 o'clock, the Kentucky Wesleyan men's team plays the IPFW Mastodons. Catch all the action of IPFW basketball right here on Channel 6.
I can hear Di, but I'm not catching any of the other sound like we've had before. Are we broadcasting? Okay. Tri-State will take the ball out of bounds underneath the basket. Actually, I can't hear Di. Oh, good defense by Wendy Recker.
And she gets fouled on her way down the court.
Okay, we got it back. 1-1, fouls on number 11, Tammy Wolf. And I believe Wendy Recker will shoot the 1-and-1.
You know, we talked about having kind of a young team of our own here at the Lady Dons, but seems like all these girls have so much heart and desire to play, and they play so well together. They look at each other. It's a little bit different from a couple years ago when we had one player that kind of did it all, and we looked for her to do it, and that's Lisa Miller, the assistant coach here at IPFW.
Dottie Porch with a rebound when she came in.
It's a great putback by freshman Dottie Porch.
Five. Foul is on. Stykes, her second. Dottie Porch gets 2, and she'll shoot 1. I want to talk about the maturity thing a little while ago. You mentioned about Lindy Jones picking up the defensive pressure. There really is a big transition from high school to college, and it usually takes about a year to really make that transition fully, doesn't it, Di?
Yes, you're so right with that. First of all, if you got 10 more feet on the court to cover a basketball court, the high school level is 84 feet long. Here it's 94. Ooh, 54 Stykes really throwing the elbow in there with Jenny Newhart.
Oh, but what a great box out by the White.
That's a great way. Don't retaliate. Get back to your fundamentals. Block her out. Foul goes to them.
And Stykes picks up her third real quickly there. So they have Stykes and Brefka with 3 and Ham with 2, so their big kids are getting in some trouble here. Jenny Newhart will shoot a 1 and 1. Well, you know, and I've also, sorry to interrupt you, but I've also got to believe not only is it the length of the court, but the fact that you've got better athletes out here than you did in high school.
I was just getting back to that. Tempo of the game so much faster here at this level. You know, you've got the 30-second shot clock. That's going to force you to go a little bit faster, make everyone play a little bit harder, a little bit quicker pace.
Now Jenny missed that first shot, and Tri-State got the rebound. Number 20 is in the lineup, Andrea Jagoda. Dottie Porsche. I really like Dottie's athleticism. I just think she's going to really help this ball club out in the next couple of years.
I got the opportunity to see Dottie play 3 times at the high school level last year, and I just was waiting for her to get to IPFW. She is going to be something else.
A little miscommunication between Newhart and Perkins there, and the ball's intercepted by Tri-State.
Nice dump inside to 34, Rushton.
She did a real nice job following the ball down the court and was open for the layup.
That's some of that nice communication you like to have between your players, unspoken communication. Jenny Newhart once again. I have to agree with you, that left hand works wonders.
2-0, foul is on Jagoda, her first. Thanks. Looks like Pam Edwards is going to come back into the lineup for IPFW. She's going to come in for Dottie Porsche. Well, it's just so valuable to have 3, 4, 5 players come off the bench and give you 2 or 3 minutes of quality time.
Certainly is.
Jenny.
It's a nice luxury to have as a coach.
With the free throw. 22-point lead for IPFW right now.
Pam's working hard to get position down low.
Nice shot by Dee Reeder. About a 15-footer.
Dee's got that knee brace on. Sure doesn't look like it affects her shooting at all.
Barb Derry called for the travel. Ball outside, out of bounds for Tri-State. Three minutes and 19 seconds left here in the first half.
Rebound by Barb Derry.
Again, IPFW is doing a really nice job of boxing out on 99% of the occasions. Only 1 or 2 times can I think that they didn't get everybody boxed out. Oh, Wendy Recker with a baseline drive and nice pass. Pam Edwards couldn't handle it, but it goes out of bounds off of Tri-State, so it'll remain IPFW's ball.
Getting back to that rebound comment, that's just something that you love to see as a coach. Kids are willing to work hard and get position, put a body on someone on the other end of the court, go for the ball. Nice pressure by 21. Ends up knocking it away to Everidge.
Foul's going to be on number 50, Dee Reeder. And it looks like Pam Edwards is going to shoot a 1-and-1.
Pam took a huge elbow to the face at that point. Had to adjust her hair on that one.
It's 42-22. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. IPFW has crawled out to a 20-point lead. And I say crawled because, again, it's not been anything spectacular. It's just been really a workhorse effort.
Doing the little things.
Pam gets the shooter's roll, and she'll shoot the second of the 1-and-1.
That must have been your coaching.
There it was.
Pays off. Looks like we got number 30, Teresa Shriver, getting ready to check in for the Lady Dons. And their number 30 scores, Tracy Everidge.
Nice drive.
Real aggressive move by freshman Everidge.
It's the first time we've seen that, though. The guards really haven't done much penetration for Tri-State. They've really tried to work it around the outside and get it into the big kids, not driving the ball.
Let's hope they forget that worked that time. Perkins.
Wendy Recker with a 15-footer. Jenny Newhart has good position, and Tri-State's forced to knock it out of bounds. Tracy Shriver in for Wendy Recker. Carmen Ham in for Tri-State.
He's got that big hand underneath, wanting the basketball. Pass not quite there. It's a tough pass to make. There's no angle on it. Ham wide open down on the block.
Nice no-look pass by Amy Perkins.
Draws
And
the
I
foul.
believe that's Ham's third, so they've got all three of their big kids in foul trouble. And Jenny Newhart will be shooting the 1-and-1.
I think that's going to be key, getting those big players underneath in foul trouble here.
She gets both.
Post players again really battling for position down low.
And IPFW guards' hands are just really taking their toll tonight. Ham with a bucket.
A nice pass inside from Barb Derry to Jenny Newhart. Second effort by Teresa Shriver, just cut a little short.
I think she got too intent on getting fouled, and instead of just taking it right to the basket, she was so worried about getting bumped.
Yeah, looked like she changed her shot a little bit.
Dottie Portion line up with 1 minute 12 seconds to get Jenny Newhart out, make sure she doesn't pick up additional fouls. And she goes out, I believe, unofficially with 17 points. A very good scoring half for Jenny Newhart. Tri-State with the ball underneath their basket.
Tracy Everidge from three. Looks like Tracy's coming alive a little bit on her drive a little bit ago and the three-point shot. Be something we have to take a look at halftime.
Nice look inside, but again, miscommunication. Ball out to Tri-State. We're under a minute here in the first half. Carmen Ham really working over Dottie Porsche, who could stand to put on about 40 pounds.
You know, but she's pretty strong for as skinny as she is. Just wait till she puts a little bit of muscle on those bones.
Well, her jumping ability and quickness impressed me so much. And she works hard to get the ball in her bounds, just like that. And again, I think with maturity, she's gonna be able to take that shot and dominate inside. Down to 10 seconds in the first half. Ball's tipped into the hands of.
Good hands by Teresa Shriver, knocking it away. Two Lady Dons on the floor.
This could really work to IPFW's advantage, though, because there'll be a a change of possession with 1 second to go to Tri-State, which means they will get the ball to begin the second half. Tri-State with 1 second on the clock, out of bounds underneath their basket. They don't even get a shot off. So we have a score of 46-29 here at halftime. IPFW leading the Thunder of Tri-State. Remember, this is the first of 2 games tonight. The second game will feature the IPFW men versus Madonna College.
salary. Triple value.
I've really enjoyed it.
Quality education.
Courses are challenging.
Nice. It's a nice place to sit out and relax, maybe during a lunch hour or any time after classes. There's a lot here that IPFW has to offer.
The professors really concentrate on helping you. They've enabled me to grow professionally.
If you're going to go in Indiana, this would be the place to go, and people just don't realize that because they think it's hometown.
Many of the professors here at IPFW have gained both national and international recognition through their teachings.
I know a lot of people say that if you go to a small campus that you won't be able to find a good job, but I've been interviewed with General Motors, and they chose myself and another girl from IPFW, and that gives me great confidence in this school.
Yes.
Welcome to the weather report. Skies are going to be clear, the temps are going to be nice. Let's take a look at tomorrow. We can see how the system moves.
We are very fortunate at IPFW to have a music therapy program. We have a career service area that finds employment for students, sometimes career-related while they're in school and after they graduate and after they become alumni. We have multicultural services, special services for African-American students, for Hispanic students. We have a Women and Returning Adult Center for our large returning adult student population.
So basically, I know everybody in this lounge that could say Chinese, Japanese, Korean.
The Office of Multicultural Services provides personal counseling, academic counseling, and also cultural heritage programs primarily geared for African American students and Hispanic students, and also any other student on the IPFW campus who would like to take advantage of our services.
We have given over 26,000 degrees, and our alumni are literally all over the world in successful and important positions in business industry.
Oh, good question. For example, and these two go together.
Now think about that argument, especially from our perspective today with our concern with the environment. Which is better?
We had some kind of patent infringement case. We thought somebody was infringing upon our patent.
Temperature, stagnation, temperature corresponding to triple value, you could determine the stagnation properties. In other words, what you are going to do, you are going to pretend that you decelerated the flow from whatever it was to this point.
I never gave you aught.
My honored lord.
Just take it in like this.
How do I care for this child? And that transition from what's taught in the classroom to what is actual reality of putting it into practice and the hands-on doing procedures.
Okay, how would I decide now, for example, how big a drop of water was?
The way it was conducted in the district court, they said, was a summary judgment. It left two unresolved issues of fact. What were those? Somebody tell me.
The Honors Program offers courses for talented and motivated students who graduate in the upper 10% of their high school classes and have above average SAT scores. These are small enrollment classes taught by selected faculty members.
I had a favorite professor that was very knowledgeable. I know he knew a lot about his field, and it really helped me to understand through personal stories he had.
We try to know as many students as we possibly can by their first name and really develop long-term relationships over the 4 years that they are here and even beyond.
A student that would be interested in attending IPFW would have a full range of companies to consider at the time of graduation.
Yeah, I just accepted a job in Denver, Colorado with one of the largest Big Six firms, a public accounting firm.
Recent recruiters here include IBM, Xerox.
The professors here really helped me through my interview process. I knew I wanted to relocate.
Not only the local companies are involved in recruiting the students, but companies throughout the United States.
Helped me land one of the most desired jobs in America.
I myself and many people I know also work while going to school.
Over 90% of our students are employed.
Although I live outside of Fort Wayne, it's still real close and convenient for me to come to school and then directly to work. It only takes me about approximately 15 minutes.
We also have co-op, and the co-op program is an alternating program whereby the student goes to school for a semester and then works for a semester. But the marvelous thing about it is that you are 80% guaranteed of employment upon graduation.
The Financial Aid Office assists students and their families in securing financial assistance to attend college. Financial aid is available in the form of grants, scholarships, educational loans, and employment.
I've been undecided about my major for a while now, but they really helped me a lot. Helped me to discover new careers and check into them, get ideas on them. I really appreciate that. They've really done a lot for me in that aspect.
I think IPFW is an exciting place to be. And it's exciting because we have such a wide variety of students. I think we have appeal for many students. We offer a quality education. Our student body ranges in age from 13 to 82, and we can offer quality and variety. The possibilities are endless. The opportunities are here for you. Won't you come and look at the opportunities and explore the possibilities and become a part of Indiana Purdue at Fort Wayne?
How can you find out when lightning may strike? And how do you count the fish in the sea? How can you tell if a child is growing normally, if baseball is getting better, or traffic is getting worse? How do you know about stock market trends, the risk of cholesterol, the history of witchcraft, or the future of spacecraft? With statistics, that's how. And how can you find out about statistics? With the new Statistics series, Against All Odds.
Children are the largest group of Americans living below the poverty line. They have to reach higher for what others take for granted. Health care, balanced meals, encouragement to learn. But with help early on, children in your community can gain the skills to get out from below the poverty line. It takes programs like Success by Six and people like you to help them take the first step. Call to learn more. Change the world of a child, and you change the world. over 2 millennia, Western society has generated a rich visual tradition of painting, sculpture, and architecture. What do these images mean? How can we understand them? Art of the Western World will take you on an exciting journey that will suggest answers to these and other questions. Beginning in ancient Greece and ending on the brink of the future, it will examine many of mankind's most enduring artistic achievements.
Vince, that new dummy cam is great.
Yeah, it'll sure give people a whole new outlook on what it's like when you don't wear a safety belt.
I think they'll get the picture.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
IPFW leads 46-29 over the Tri-State Thunder. We have the official scoring in the first half. For IPFW with 46 points, we have Michelle Conley with 7, Wendy Recker with 1, Barb Deary with 2, Dawn Dressler with 6, Dottie Porch with 3, Lindy Jones with 8, Pam Edwards with 2, and leading all scorers in both teams is Jenny Newhard with 17 for a total of 46. For the Tri-State Thunder, Ruston has 5, Brefka has 4, Montgomery has 2, Everidge has 7, Reeder has 2, and leading Tri-State Thunder is Carmen Ham with 9. On the foul side, IPFW has Dawn Dressler with 3, Michelle Conley and Lindy Jones with 2, the only people in any real foul trouble. On the other hand, Tri-State really battling some foul problems with their 3 big kids, Brefka, Ham, and Stykes, all with 3 fouls, and everyone, a few other players with 1. What does Tri-State have to do, Di, to come back and get back in this ballgame, trailing by 17 here, starting the second half?
Well, I think they would like to do a little bit what we've been doing, get the ball into their big girls. Brefka and Ham seemed like they were pretty successful once they did get the ball inside, but like we talked about earlier, our girls are really putting the pressure on defensively down the blocks, and Michelle Conley and Pam Edwards are both really working hard, and Dottie Porch when she gets in there, and Jenny Newhard. Really, if they're not covered, they're sure making them look like they're covered down there on the blocks.
Well, and again, with foul trouble of those big kids, they got to be real careful they don't pick up an offensive foul or 2 down there. We've out-rebounded Tri-State 23-15. That surprises me a little bit. I actually thought we had done a better job rebounding than that. And turnovers are equal at 9 apiece. But I think that the turnovers for Tri-State were key, and IPFW was able to convert those into easy points to take this lead to 17 points. Just about ready to start the second half here.
Got some excellent free throw shooting by the Lady Dons, 16 for 20 at the half.
And that's a little bit better than I think they're shooting on the year. I do have yearly stats here. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're shooting 57.5%, so 80% from the line tonight as compared to 57.5 for the year. And again, many of those, a couple of those were one-on-ones, front end to one-on-ones that are real important to hit. It should be IPFW's ball. That change of possession right there at the end of the half gave IPFW the ball here to start the second half. Dawn Dressler will take it out. Dawn Dressler, Michelle Conley, Jenny Newhard, Lindy Jones, and Barb Deary, the starting lineup back in for IPFW. Looks like it's virtually the starting lineup except number 20. Jagoda in the lineup for Tri-State.
Jenny Newhard wide open, pass not quite there.
Barb is a little bit small on those big kids. Tri-State working the ball around on the outside. IPFW working very hard defensively to start out the... Tri-State picks up a foul right away. IPFW, picks up a foul right away. Fouls on number 44, Jenny Newhart, her second. First of the second half. Going to give Jennifer Rustin 2. She makes the first. She makes the second. Tri-State on the board the second half. First team on the board in the second half. Again, Tri-State with pressure. That pressure turns into a foul on number 30, Everidge, her second. Tri-State's first in the second half. Gary handling the pressure. Michelle Conley flashed across the middle and was open, but Lindy Jones didn't see her. Jenny Newhart trying. Michelle Conley with a good offensive bound.
Stays with it.
Jenny Newhart with a bound.
IPFW really working hard on the offensive end with the rebounds.
Call a jump ball would be Tri-State's possession. You're right. I think they had 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, but they couldn't get the ball to fall. Change of possession arrow goes to Tri-State. 46-31 here early in the second half. 18:50 left to go in the second half. Rushton with the ball. Tri-State is just not able to force that ball inside, which is what they really want to do. And they're not getting much guard penetration right now. Shot clock down to 5.
Nice drive by Everidge, just couldn't get it to fall.
Which she did a nice job of right at the end of the first half, and looks like she might continue that. Nice drive by Lindy Jones. Breaks the pressure. Oh, nice pass to Dawn Dressler.
Wide open.
Nice pass from Lindy. That was a nice play by Lindy to go length of the court and see Dawn.
Very good court awareness on Lindy's part.
Oh, good defense by Dawn Dressler. IPFW just playing great half-court defense.
It's something you can certainly do day in and day out is play good defense. You may not always be hot on the offensive end, but you can always work hard and play good defense.
Lindy Jones with a 15-footer off. Rebound to Brefka. Jenny Newhart going to pick up her third foul, second of the second half. Be out of bounds to Tri-State.
Tracy's looking like she's wanting to get her feet set up top, shoot for those threes. Nice pass to 34 Rushton underneath.
And Rushton misses the first one, gets the first rebound, but IPFW gets the ball. Michelle Conley up to Barb Derry. .18 seconds left. IPFW taking their time getting across the half-court line, but then they use the clock wisely. IPFW gets a rebound. Reset 30-second clock. I think they're going to call Brefka with a push, and that's going to be her fourth. Wendy Recker in the lineup for Barb Deary. And I would assume Tri-State's going to have to make a substitution. They don't want to leave Brefka in there with almost 17 minutes left to go. And Michelle Conley hits 2 from about 12.
It's a nice thing about Michelle. She's got a nice jump shot from the outside as well as being able to take the ball up strong on the inside.
In fact, wasn't the coaching staff considering using Michelle as a three-point weapon last year?
Yes, we certainly were. She proved to be a little bit of a threat early on, and a combination of her lack of confidence and other people emerging as three-point threats ended up not doing that as much towards the end of the year.
Stykes and Ham come back in. Brefka and Jagoda come out. Michelle Conley picks up her third foul.
Tracy looking to make things happen.
Ham inside with 2. Again, nice drive by Everidge and a feed inside to Carmen Ham. Double team. Jump ball, the IPFW's ball. Dottie Porsche in the lineup, giving Jenny Newhart a blow. A lot of action here in the second half, and the score has not changed as far as the lead. 17 points still as what it was at halftime. Lindy Jones with a drive off the Wrecker. Wrecker with a 12-footer.
Nice unselfish play by Lindy. I believe she had the jump shot herself, and she kicked it over to Wendy, who maybe even had a better shot at that point.
Well, I thought Lindy was setting up for the 3-point shot, but
it certainly looked like that from here.
But we've only attempted 6 3-pointers in 6 games.
Ball changed hands back and forth a little bit. 55 ended up with the basket. Stikes.
Stikes got the basket. And actually, it's a shame because Dawn Dressler had made a great steal.
Nice look inside by Lindy Jones to Dawn Dressler. She gets fouled on the shot.
Lindy's doing a real nice job looking for the open player right now. Tammy Wolf, number 11, back in for Tri-State. Dawn Dressler will shoot 2. First one's good.
Lady Dons are on the money with those free throws tonight.
Second's good.
Really working hard for position. Looks like we got a double foul down here. Dottie's working real hard playing defense on Stikes.
And you're right, double foul gave Stikes her 4th, and Dottie Porsche picks up her 1st, so it's really IPFW's advantage, but it goes, the change of possession goes to Tri-State.
Don't see that call made an awful lot in women's basketball.
No, but I'm glad they take charge like that. I think that it is getting to be a physical game.
Certainly is.
And Dawn Dressler going to get called for the foul, and it'll be interesting to see. She was behind the 3-point line, but it may have been after the shot. No, they're going to give her 3 shots.
And Dawn's going to take a break.
Well, that's her 4th. That's her 4th foul.
Looks like Barb Derry, number 21, coming in for Dawn.
And White will take a timeout. IPFW is going to take that long cross-town trip over to Tri-State, or excuse me, St. Francis on Monday, and then they're going to take a couple days off for the Christmas holiday, come back, get ready for, I believe it's St. Joe. St. Joe Louis is that trip, I believe it's the 30th and the 2nd. Is that going to be, how's this break going to affect the kids getting ready for that first conference action?
Well, I think Coach Kleinfelter likes to give them a little bit of time off, but she's certainly not going to give them too much time off. They're going to come back in here and work really hard on those days that they have left from break. And I think these girls are really going to be hungry to kick off their conference play with St. Joe. Certainly a huge rivalry between IPFW Lady Dons and St. Joe.
Well, for some reason, St. Joe's been able to recruit very heavily out of the Fort Wayne area, so that's part of that building that rivalry you talked about.
I agree with that.
54 to 35, 19-point lead, 15-13 left in the second half. I believe IPFW took that timeout. Dawn Dressler with her fourth foul. Jennifer Rustin will be shooting 3. Actually, this is the first time ever written in a scorebook, 3 foul shots.
Number 34, Jennifer Rushton, sinks her first free throw. Sinks her second free throw. She did get fouled on a 3-point attempt, so she gets the third free throw as well. Finishes that off.
That's 5 free throws in a row for her in the second half. That's all of her points in the second half, and that's actually her 10th free throw of the game. Dottie made a cross-court pass, very dangerous pass. But IPFW comes up with the ball. Inside to Michelle Conley. Oh, and a great turnaround. 12-footer by Conley.
I don't think Lindy would have seen her, except for Michelle was really young for the ball that time.
Well, I notice Coach Kleinfelder and this team really work hard on communication amongst themselves, and sitting in the stands watching a game, you hear the players talking to one another constantly about where the ball is and who's open. And Dottie Porsche with a nice rebound. And she just went high for that ball.
Communication is just one more edge you can get on your opponent. Might as well take it. It's there. Nice screen by Dottie Porch to get Wendy Recker freed up for the jump shot.
Nice feed there too. Give Wendy that shot, that 12-foot shot coming across the lane. Stikes inside.
Dottie got caught behind there at that point. Sometimes nice to see the Lady Dons. Seems like our taller players on the court can handle the ball a little bit. Help out on that press. Number 55 Stikes with the foul.
If that is her foul, that's her 5th, according to my records.
She certainly didn't think she made that foul.
Well, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure she made that foul, Di.
I think I'm in agreement with you.
They had to call that with the body. She certainly didn't get it with the arm.
They've got her for 5.
Wendy Recker will go to the line to shoot 2. Number 50, Dee Reeder, came into the lineup. And it looks like Kim Brefka is going to come back in for Jennifer Stikes.
She leaves the game with 13:38 to play.
Both teams with 5 fouls on the board, so we should quickly be in the 1-and-1. Wendy misses the first. I notice so many collegiate players who don't stay at the line, who back off as they shoot, and also don't follow through with that hand, kind of pull it back. And it was good form right there. She didn't get the roll. But Michelle Conley with a good jump. Should be IPFW's ball, I believe, under change of possession.
That was nice anticipation by Michelle on that free throw.
IPFW working very hard for offensive rebounding position, Di, tonight.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Teresa Shriver in the lineup. She takes it out of bounds to Lindy Jones, who drives.
Nice drive by
Double
Lindy.
pump. Reminds me a lot of Lisa Miller going down that line.
Yeah, they have a few similarities.
That's Lindy's first 2 points of the second half, though. But that's all right. Other players have picked it up. Dee Reeder, who we wouldn't think would be an outside shooter.
Sinks the 3.
Sinks the 3, you're right. Lindy Jones breaks the pressure. Tri-State appears to be just trying to catch up. Wendy Recker, Shriver over the corner. Back out to top of Lindy Jones. Drives the lane down to Dottie Porsche.
Nice dump into Dottie Porsche.
Oh, good job, Dottie. Nice feed. That's got to be at least 3 or 4 assists on Lindy Jones just the second half here. We don't have those official stats.
Lindy has just stepped up her game about 2 steps this year, defensively and court awareness.
Actually thought Brefka shuffled her feet, but no call. Lindy Jones with a rebound, takes it the length of the court. Out front.
Wendy.
Over to Teresa. Back to Lindy. Gets the ball caught on her hip. Takes the 12-footer, and it's good. I'll tell you, IPFW just has so many offensive weapons in that 12 to 15-foot range. And Tri-State calls a timeout, trailing 64-42. And again, Di, it's not like you would say that IPFW is just taking charge. It's a case of just doing the things they need to do. Channel 6 is now accepting applications for underwriting the televising of IPFW sports events and other programs. For more information about how your business or organization can utilize this opportunity, call the Channel 6 office during business hours at 481-6000. Again, you look at the flow and ebb of this game, and you wouldn't think that IPFW has increased their lead by 5 points from halftime. In fact, I would have thought, if you wouldn't have been looking at the scoreboard, I would have thought Tri-State had crawled back a little bit.
Yeah, I think it is just a little bit of a case of them taking care of the basketball, getting the body on people, blocking out, just doing the little things, taking advantage of every opportunity that they can.
I believe that's 2 timeouts for each team. So the last 12 minutes and 9 seconds could take a while to play if we get into the 1-and-1 and both teams take advantage of their complement of 5 timeouts. Tri-State, D. Reeder will take the ball out of bounds at half court. Into Tammy Wolf. Brefka. Reeder with a foot on the line. Doesn't get it. Quick up to Lindy Jones. Teresa Shriver ahead, but they can't get the ball to her. Lindy Jones with a stop, and she's good. I think Lindy has the last 6 points for IPFW.
Lindy just playing a great all-around game this evening.
Good defensive play by Lindy. She gets her hand on the ball and then is touched last by number 21, Jessica Montgomery, before it goes out of bounds. IPFW ball. Teresa Shriver with the ball out of bounds into Lindy Jones.
Like Jessica was trying to take off before she had a hold of that ball last time.
We have both record girls in the lineup at the same time. Cousins, one from Ohio, one from Auburn, Indiana.
Quite the family affair here.
Well, they only get to play together 1 year, though, as Kim will finish her college eligibility. Oh, looked like a travel to me. Looked like 2 travels to me, but they give the bucket to Brefka. I never question an official's call. Hardly ever.
We can see so much better from...
Yeah, they ought to give us whistles up here. Nice turnaround by Kim Recker. 7-footer for Kim. 68-44 with 10 minutes and 47 seconds left in the ball game. Inside to Brefka. She turns around, no good. Lindy Jones with a rebound. Again, she takes it up the length of the court. Always down the right-hand side. She's got Jenny Newhart ahead.
Nice feed to Jenny. Turnaround jump shot by Jenny Newhart.
Jenny Newhart's first points of the second half come with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left. But again, other people have picked up the scoring. It isn't. You don't need to count on 1 or 2 people.
Makes the opponent so much more weary. They don't know who they got to guard. They have to guard everybody.
Well, Reeder got a good push off there, but she gets 2. Up to Kim Recker at half court. Feed ahead to Wendy.
Nice look to the cousin.
Wendy Recker with a basket.
A tough shot by Wendy on that layup.
She just did a little bit of a hesitation to keep her body in front of the basket. 2-0 gets the foul. That's Jagoda. That's her second. Wendy Recker gets the basket, and she'll shoot 1, going for the extra.
Mass substitution for Tri-State.
In fact, 1 new player, number 25, June Westmeyer in the lineup for Tri-State. We haven't seen her yet tonight. And Dawn Dressler comes back in lineup now. Dawn has 4 fouls. But Coach Kleinfelder, with 10 minutes left, feels like her lead is pretty secure. Wendy Recker for the 3-point, no good. But Dawn Dressler tracks down the rebound. Out to Lindy Jones at top, over to Dawn Dressler. Nice flash across the middle, can't get it inside. Now they do. To Jenny Newhart, makes the reverse turn. She misses the bucket, but Kim
Nice
Recker
hustle.
saves it. Tri-State up the court.
Good effort by Kim getting back down the court to find a girl.
Well, at the offensive end, you can take that chance. At the defensive end, you don't want to throw it back in there, but at the offensive end, you can
right.
take that chance. Oh, good by Rushton, excuse me. Recker to Jones to Newhart on the side. Back up on top to Recker. Recker into Recker. Number 25, Westmeyer with a foul.
Kim did a real good job of pinning would that be number 25, keeping her behind her.
I believe that's a 1-and-1 now. IPFW will be in a 1-and-1 with 9 minutes left in the second half. Amy Perkins in the lineup for Wendy Recker. So Kim will be shooting the 1-and-1.
Kim Recker at the line.
First one's good. IPFW doing very well from the free throw line here tonight, as you talked about at halftime.
Kim sinks her second. Pam Edwards into the lineup.
And for Jenny Newhart. Tri-State with the ball. Everidge brings it up court. She drives the middle. She takes it all the way to the hoop. She gets the bucket. Little breakdown of defense there for IPFW.
Maybe if Dawn could have yelled for help a little bit. Dawn can't afford to play real aggressive defense. Well, I guess she should be playing real aggressive defense. She's with 4 fouls. Maybe that made her a little tentative at that point.
Dawn on the side. Fakes the shot. Feeds into Kim Recker, who makes the turn. Nice basket. Same thing on that side, though. Ham's got 3. And she was just a little tentative about going up for the block.
And Kim did a real nice job of pinning down there, too. Keeping her out. Kim steals the ball right off of Ham's fingertips.
Amy Perkins with the ball. Looks like Tri-State's going to a little bit of a zone, trying to cut that middle play off. If IPFW can step up and hit a couple 12 or 15 footer. Oh, Pam Edwards back. Nice lob inside by Dawn Dressler. Pam Edwards had a good job of blocking, pinning that person off. Up to a 28-point lead now, 78-50 with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the second half. Tri-State tries a lob and it's intercepted by Amy Perkins. Good spin move outside to Dawn Dressler. Back out top to Lindy Jones. Reverses the ball to Amy Perkins. Tries to get it inside to Pam Edwards. Holds it. Back up top to Dawn Dressler. Around to Lindy Jones. Lindy with a 15-20 footer. No good. Rebound, Tri-State. Quickly up court, but IPFW back. Rushton fakes the 3. Drives the middle. Gets fouled.
It's a nice drive by Jennifer Rushton.
I think it's going to be on Pam Edwards. It is. Her first. Rushton should shoot 2. She's 5 for 5 here in the second half. And 8 for 10 for the game.
Something we would think she might be trying to take advantage of a little bit more. 7 minutes to play here.
It's the first. IPFW takes a timeout with 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go, leading 78-51. Remember to stay tuned for the second game tonight when IPFW's men's team will take on the men's team from Madonna College. Exciting men's and women's NCAA basketball here on Channel 6. Some faces in the crowd.
We're happy to be here at the Mastodons.
There's Friendly Don. I'll tell you, Don is a big hit with the kids, almost as popular as Santa Claus this time of year. In fact, Di and I want to take this opportunity to wish you all a very happy holidays here as we go into the Christmas, New Year season.
Look at Shelly Sands, former IPFW Lady Don.
I didn't see her over there. Shelly coaching at Homestead, I believe.
Yeah, she's got the freshman team this year. Haven't got a chance to go out and take a look at her yet, but she was really excited about that opportunity the last time I talked to her.
Okay, Rushton will be shooting the second of 2. She misses. Dawn Dressler with a rebound. Perkins to Dressler. Flash across to Recker, but they don't get the ball inside. Back to Recker. Out to Perkins. Excuse me, Dressler. Back into Recker. She makes a turnaround. She gets the shot. It's good. IPFW being real strong underneath the basket tonight. Basket's good. 3-2 is the foul. Brefka, that is her 5th. She will be eliminated from the game. Kim Recker gets her 8th point, all here in the second half, and she will shoot 4-3.
Lady Don's post defense really taking a toll on Tri-State here as we sit down two of their key players in Brefka and Stykes, I believe it was.
Recker misses the free shot. Tri-State moves the ball down the court. Basket by number 20. Jagoda, her first bucket and point of the night. Lindy Jones quickly down the court.
Ham with a nice pin down below on Ham. Squares, gets fouled, and scores it. Will the basket go? Yes.
They did count it. Basket's good, and the foul is on 5-4. Carmen Ham, that's her 4th. Pam Edwards gets the bucket. She'll shoot for 3.
A little bit of Pam Edwards bread and butter down below, squaring up, taking the ball up strong.
Tricia Shriver coming in for Kim Recker in the lane. Too early. No foul shot.
A new face coming on the floor for the Lady Dons, number 50, Tara Mazzullo. She replaces Pam Edwards with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Tara Mazzullo and Wendy Recker were teammates out of high school.
DeKalb High School out of Auburn, Indiana. I think they were regional champions. Is that correct, Di?
I'm pretty sure that you're correct on that. Tracy Everidge again, little 15-foot jump shot.
She just hasn't taken advantage of that tonight. She's just done it sporadically, but when she has done that, she's been fairly successful at it.
Maybe she's been a little tentative.
Perkins throws the ball away. Rushton can go in the layup for 2. Lindy Jones over to Perkins. Perkins in for the layup, misses the layup.
It's actually pulled up a little bit short instead of taking it all the way in strong for that layup. Everidge from 3, short.
Dee Reeder with a good box out rebound. She gets fouled by Mazzullo. Reeder will be shooting 2.
Barb Derry, number 21, replaces Amy Perkins.
Reeder hits the first. Misses the second.
Nice second effort by Ham.
Actually, I think IPFW did a good job boxing out. Just couldn't get Lindy Jones with a breakaway. She gets the bucket.
That's about 4 of those breakaways for Lindy Jones tonight.
Tri-State quickly down the court.
Inside to Rushton, no good. Ham tips it up, keeps it alive. Good board by Lindy Jones.
Oh, he calls a jump ball. Sure looked like there was some grabbing of the arms there. But the change of possession gives the ball to Tri-State. Underneath their bucket.
Here's the Shriver with the rebound for the Lady Dons.
Shriver in the corner. Kim Recker comes across. Reverse the ball to Derry, to Jones. Drives the middle. Gets slapped away. Carmen Ham picks up the ball. Rushton with the bucket. He's having quite a second half. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points here in the second half. A little bit Too little, too late. IPFW breaks the press. Have 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Into the corner to Shriver.
Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock.
I think it's Missoula. Missoula called for the 3 seconds. Number 40, Sue Gamble in the lineup for Lindy Jones. 84-60, 3:51 left in the ball game. Tri-State with the ball. Into Carmen Ham. Tries to turn, forces back outside. Everidge.
Sue
Rushton.
Gamble with some fresh legs on Everidge. Tracks down the rebound.
Gamble brings the ball all the way up the court. Oh, poor call. I'm sorry. That looked like a force out to me. They call Sue Gamble dribbling the ball out of bounds. But there were 3 Tri-State players there forcing her out.
Yeah, there were.
Tri-State ball. Trailing by 24.
34 Rushton across the lane. Another nice rebound by Sue Gamble. Tries to get rid of it. Basketball is hot down there with the Lady Dons. Everyone trying to get rid of it.
Basket by number 20, Jagoda.
It's a real off-balance putback for Jagoda.
Yeah, it's getting a little sloppy here in the last 4 minutes, but a lot of changing personnel, and that's just difficult to get a rhythm going after you've had 7 or 8 players playing, and now you throw in 4 new players. And Tri-State's doing the same thing. They got a lot of new players in. They've had 2 eliminations of fouls.
Missoula working hard for the offensive position down low.
Teresa Shriver with a shot, short. Ham with a rebound.
A little bit of contact on that play, no call.
Tracy Everidge way out, but
Banks
it's
went in
good.
from about 20 feet. I don't think that should count. I didn't hear her call glass on that.
Oh, you got to call those?
Yeah.
That was pure glass. Again, IPFW trying to work the ball inside, but throw it away.
That's a tough bounce pass to make across the lane right there.
Everidge again with a bucket.
It's a nice drive by Tracy Everidge.
4-0, Sue Gamble with a foul. Everidge with a bucket. She'll shoot 1.
Dottie Porch back in the lineup. Teresa Shriver.
IPFW calls a timeout. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the ball game. The game is all but over. 84-67. Tri-State making a run here at the end, but again, I think it's a little bit too little, too late. I think Coach Kleinfelder wanted to call a timeout just to get the kids settled down a little bit, get the substitutions in, and explain what she wanted to accomplish here in the last 2 minutes. You know, I don't think a lot of viewers understand that concept. You know, you think you're being ahead by, at this level, you think you're ahead by 17 points, and you really don't need to be coaching anymore, but that's not true. You want to coach for the next ball game and the next ball game and the next ball game, and you want kids to do things right.
That's right. That's what you're here for. Some of these players only get, 1 or 2 minutes, 30 seconds sometimes, and they get their chance at a game like this, and they want to take advantage of every opportunity. And as a coach, you want to make sure they get that. I think we got Lori Reinhardt, number 15, into the lineup also.
Dottie Porch back in.
So looks like we've got five freshmen on the
out
floor.
there. Young team. So some good experiences again as they prepare to head into the conference competition. The GLVC conference is a very, very difficult conference to play in. So this is good experience for these youngsters. Tracy Everidge trying to convert the three-point play, and she does not. Dottie Portia with good position and goes up high for the rebound to Sue Gamble. Sue brings the ball up the court. Missoula on the side.
Nice flash.
Lori Reiner, yes. Didn't get her the ball. They're going to call a foul on Dottie.
That's what it looks like.
It's her second. Somebody will be shooting a 1-and-1. It looks like number 25. June Westmeyer.
Dottie got called for the foul on that, but I think that's one of Dottie's strengths is using what little body she does have very well, posting people up down low.
Westmeyer hits the first. Will shoot the second. No good. Tri-State tracks down the rebound, though. Tri-State moves the ball around inside to Carmen Ham. Up off the board. Nice shot. Minute and a half left to go in the ball game. Tara Mazzillo handling the ball at half court. I'm not sure Coach Kleinfelder really wants that to happen. Fouls on number 33, a new face in the lineup, Jackie Coy.
Number 44, Jenny Newhart, back in the lineup for Tara Mazzillo.
Maybe she really didn't want her dribbling out there at half court. Barb Derry will shoot the 1-and-1. Wendy Recker going to come in for Barb.
After she converts the free throws.
There's a good shot of the freshman. She misses.
Winding down here, it's about 1:15 to play.
Oh, nice play by Jenny Newhart. Good double team on Ham. They're really trying to force that ball down inside.
Nice kick back out by Newhart.
Oh, nice pass inside to Dottie Porsche. She's a little short on the shot, but she keeps it alive. Lori Reinhardt.
Nice put.
That's got to be 5 3-point attempts tonight. 2-5. June Westmeyer gets the foul. Lori Reinhardt gets the basket, and she'll attempt the 3-point play.
Barb Derry takes a seat with 52 seconds to play. Wendy Recker back in for her.
Lori Reinhardt short on the foul shot. Jenny Newhart keeps it alive, but Tri-State picks it up. Down the court. Everidge drives all the way to the bucket. Lays it up, misses. IPFW rebounds. Lori Reinhardt. Sue Gamble. Sue Gamble brings it up the court.
Sue taking care of the ball.
Over to Lori Reinhardt. 30 seconds left in the ball game. Pass
Good
inside
look.
to Dottie Porsche. Nice way to gather her strength underneath her.
That's a nice look for Jenny Newhart. See Dottie down there on the block. IPFW Lady Dons got a number of post players. They all seem to be working really well together.
Shot by Westmeyer short. Jenny Newhart with a rebound. Up to Wendy Recker, ahead to Sue Gamble. She's going to lay it in. Yes.
Over the front of the rim, Sue Gamble, number 40.
90-70. 5 seconds left in the ball game. Everidge down the court. Over to Coy. Coy doesn't get a shot off. IPFW wins 90-70. We'll try to quickly give you a rundown here. Di, I'm going to turn it over to you while I do some calculation. If you want to talk just a little bit about this game and what the results were, and I'll try to add up the totals here. So.
We at IPFW are pleased to be able to bring you cablecast of NCAA athletic competition. We hope you've enjoyed the show and the excitement of intercollegiate sports from IPFW. To provide such programs, we need your support. With help of many volunteers, we're able to produce these programs at a relatively low cost. Your contribution will help defray the production costs not covered by the Channel 6 budget. The College Cable Access Center invites you to invest in quality college programming by sending your contribution to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805. Please make your check out to Indiana Purdue Foundation at Fort Wayne and designate it for College Cable Access Athletics.
I have some unofficial scoring stats here, Di, for the victorious Lady Dons of IPFW, who go to 5-2 on the season and play at St. Francis on Monday night. I have unofficially Michelle Conley with 11 points, Wendy Recker with 7, Lori Reinhardt with 2, Barb Deary with 2, Dawn Dressler with 10, Dottie Porsche with 4, Lenny Jones with 16. That's a little bit below her average, but again, as you mentioned, she played a great all-around court game. Sue Gamble with 2. Pam Edwards with 6, and leading all scorers for IPFW, Kim Recker had 2, 4, 6, 8, and leading all scorers for IPFW with 19 were Jenny Newhart. For Tri-State, who goes to 5 and 7 on the year, they had 6 points from Brefka, 13 from Ham. Montgomery had 2, Everidge had 16, Stykes had 4, Reeder had 8, Westmeyer had 1, Jagoda had 4, and they were led in scoring by Rushton. And again, some of their big kids got in foul trouble, and that really hindered what they were able to do, I think, underneath the basket and all night long there. So,
yeah, I think you're right, Dan. This time we'd like to take this time to thank the Channel 6 volunteer crew and the Learning Resource Center at IPFW for the contributions to the live productions of these basketball games this evening. The telecast of this IPFW sports event is copyrighted and the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Unauthorized duplication, exhibition, retransmission, rebroadcast, or other use of this event without express written consent is strictly prohibited. Don't forget to tune in to Channel 6 Thursday at 6 for more IPFW basketball doubleheader action as the Panthers from Kentucky Wesleyan take on IPFW. For Dan Gephardt, this is Diana Small. Goodbye.
I'd like to remind you to stay tuned for the men's game coming up in about 25 minutes, which will feature the IPFW Dons against the Madonna College